time for our Eye on Lifestyle. All this month, we're rethinking the traditional New Year's resolutions. That's because so many fail before we even get to February. Last week, we took a look at creating a vision for ourselves for 2022. And this week, Nikki Karnowski of Metamorphosis Coaching, Consulting, and Training joins us with some more insights to successfully reach our goals. Good morning, Nikki. Let's jump right in. Today, you said you're going to start us off with mastering our mindset.
Yeah, good morning, Jenna. Well, you know, our mindset is perhaps one of the biggest keys to our success when it comes to making changes. You know, what are we saying to ourselves? What are we ruminating on? It's a great time to take inventory of those thoughts in our head and to start to challenge them. You know, this can be anything from just that mild negativity that creeps in during the day to that all or nothing attitude. And that's basically, you know, we've all probably been there at times where, well, if I can't make all of these changes, stick to my plan, or reach this goal, you know, right now, then I'm failing. When in reality, it's those small steps and the small incremental changes that we make each day that really add up and in big ways. So, you know, we kind of have a saying with our coaching clients that we tell them frequently, small steps over time equals big results. So some of the way we can just work to combat negativity is first being aware of that. You know, we can't change something that we aren't aware of. So our thoughts are going to align with our actions to produce the results we're getting in our day, in our life, in our business. So we want to take note of that. So
yeah, those are some great reminders when we go after things that we want to achieve. Can you share what some of those small steps might look like that could then lead to big results?
Yeah, you know, they're really little things. Think about this. Maybe you have a goal to read some books in the new year, but you're like, I don't have an hour. You have this kind of preconceived notion in your mind. Here's the thing, 15 minutes a day reading a book, you know, that can add up to under 2 hours of reading a week. You can get a lot of pages and get into a lot of books and work towards that goal by just 15 minutes a day. Same goes for working out. You know, maybe you start and set the goal, I'm going to do it work out 3 times a week, and maybe it's just for 15 minutes. Here's the thing, those results start to compound. Same thing, I've heard a lot of people say they want to simplify their homes. Well, if you just start, that can be overwhelming. Start with one room, even just one section of the room, and then those little steps really start to add up, and you'll see big results over time.
Absolutely. It's so easy to fall into that rut if we get into that all or nothing thinking, but it's evident how these small steps and shifts can really add up if we apply it. Do you have any last minute tips as we wrap up, Nikki?
You know, I think just everyone reminding themselves to be gentle in the process. You know, change takes time, so don't beat yourself up. You know, celebrate your wins along the way. When you meet those little milestones, take time to celebrate. You know, share with a friend, do something you want to do, and be your biggest cheerleader instead of critic. You know, finally, just setting up micro habits, I think that really reinforce what we want to achieve. You know, if your goal is to work out each morning, but you're not a real morning person, set yourself up for success. Get your shoes out, get your workout clothes, put them by the bed. You know, the little micro habits, cutting up your food and prepping it if your goal is to eat healthy so you have a meal to go. All of those little things that we can do to align ourselves and create habits for success add up.
Those are awesome tips, Nikki. That's all we have time for, but we are focusing on this for the rest of the month. So we're looking forward to next week. Thanks so much for joining us.